4 travel creators, 4 completely different ways of seeing the world, and between them, one tip that genuinely stops me in my tracks and makes me rethink the way I travel. One tip that actually helps me with the planning process, and one piece of advice that I think everybody should know. These are the reels that have been in my folder, my save folder for some time, months actually. So what I've done is the next 4 weeks, I will have 4 different creators come on and give me some advice. And this week is the last of the episodes. This is Phoenyx Travels, and she is amazing, to say the least. She got some amazing advice, and she's very different because her niche is being an intentional traveler. And this is something that's new to me because I've never had to, experience or travel with someone that needs a little more assistance than most. So listen to what she has to say, and because she gives some really good advice. Anyway, let's have a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Welcome aboard Truly Expat Travel, where we're ditching the guidebooks, fastening our seatbelts, and diving into real stories from travellers who have traded the ordinary for the extraordinary, proving the world really is too big to be left unexplored. Cabin crew, be seated and ready for takeoff. I've added Phoenyx. I'm hoping that I've added her right and I've put her on properly. It's bright and early here in Singapore. It's hot and it's 7 a.m. in the morning. So I have a special guest that I met some time ago in TBEX. For those who don't know what TBEX is, it's a blogging exchange. Okay. Yay! I did it. I was so nervous because I stuff it up every single time. So she's on.
I couldn't figure it out on my computer either. So it is my phone.
Perfect. So I was just explaining how I met you at TBEX, and I was explaining what TBEX was, which is a blogging conference. Originally it was a blogging conference, right? But now it's kind of a creator conference. Is that how you would explain it?
Yeah, I think it would basically be any kind of creator, if you're whether just social media or going into the blogging world. I think it's just kind of for everyone, or even someone who's just interested in the idea of possibly doing it.
Yeah, and exciting news, you're a speaker there. Is it the Richmond? Because they've got 3 this year.
Yeah. It's going to be in Richmond, Virginia in June.
Yeah, so it's honoured to have you on today. And we're going to talk about something a little bit different because you've got a very niche blogging community, and what I will do is I will hand over the microphone to you and explain exactly what your niche is. So welcome Phoenyx, and welcome because your handle is Phoenyx Travels, right?
Yes.
So let's get started. Yes, on everything. So let's get started. Let's find out exactly who you are, a little bit about you, and then I'll ask you a few questions about what you talk about.
Okay, so I'm Phoenyx of Phoenyx Travels. It actually was a complete accident that I made this because I was, going to school for my doctorate in psychology and then had a near-death motorcycle accident, became disabled overnight to where I had a severe traumatic brain injury. Eventually I had an amputation, and now I've added to my gotta catch 'em all of Pokemon disabilities of chronic illness with energy limitations. And so, once I discovered travel after my disability again, it kind of brought me back to life. It gave me passion. But it was so hard. There were no resources out there. There was no, there are travel agencies who are like, oh, okay, well, we'll help you book this. But I'm like, no, I want how to do it myself. Like, how can I navigate going through the airports? How can I fly? How can I do road trips? How can I actually find accessible hotels? And so I built my website basically walking people through these steps. And it has been quite the journey. I'm still learning, and I'm almost 10 years out from my accident.
And do you travel alone a lot?
Yes, actually, it's my favorite way to travel.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Paula here. I just wanted to take a few seconds to say thank you. Thank you for listening to this show. It really does mean the world. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could leave us a review. It helps people find us, and honestly, it just keeps this podcast going. And if you're feeling extra generous, well, we have a buy me a coffee option. Every little bit helps me making episodes like this one.
So I'm married. We have a blended family, so 5 kids, 2 each from a previous marriage and 1 together. So I either travel solo, which is my preferred way to go, or, sometimes we'll have like me and my husband and my 7-year-old, or we'll have the whole brood with us, and then it's just pure chaos.
I think that's in any family. It's pure chaos, more than 2 people. It is in mine anyway. So let's get started, because you've written a guide. And so I want to talk about the guide. And so what inspired you to write the Flight Ready Travel Kit? And what is it?
So I made the Flight Ready Travel Kit. It's pretty intensive. Basically, it's kind of a guide. You download it once, and it talks you through basically from the moment you're thinking about your trip, you're booking your flights, what you need to do from that point all the way up until you're on vacation and you're trying to figure out your energy limitations and things like that, and your pacing. And then when you wrap up, kind of just like evaluating how that went and what you can do differently next time. And so it has things like, how do you book an accessible flight? Or basically a flight with accessible accommodations, because that's really hard. Like, I know a lot of people, you can book it and request like wheelchair assistance and things like that. But what happens when they don't show up? And what do you do? Along with, there's other things, like in the US, we have TSA Cares, which is a very not well-known system. And I think that needs to be advertised more. So basically, a TSA Cares agent can walk you through the entire security process, so you're not just kind of left like wondering what to do, or like, you're struggling with a day with neurofatigue, you're struggling with trying to handle your mobility supports while trying to get your bags. So it kind of tells you how to get those things set up, and what to do when everything goes wrong, and then also how to track your energy, along with, so anyone who brings like a wheelchair or anything like that, it talks about exactly what you need to document, and then what to do in case they damage your wheelchair, and what are the protections for you as well.
Because you don't think of things like that. I mean, like, even I find I'm fatigued every time I get off a flight. So I can't imagine that added bonus of a damaged wheelchair or a damaged anything, right? And then, or people don't show up. So, having that guide or having that book there that you've already done the research for would be very, very handy. So how do you personally balance packing with being fully prepared? Or packing lightly, I should say.
I suck at packing. I am not the typical like travel creator or like influencer. It always looks like an explosion. Like, I do it the night before at like midnight, and it is just chaos. And ironically enough, my last adventure to Europe, my bags never made it. I didn't even get them back until a week after I got home. Yeah. And it was pure chaos. And so also I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate that into the Flight Ready Travel Kit. Like, what the heck do you do, especially with medical equipment? And so my biggest piece of advice is to always just use a carry-on. It sucks. You'll have to figure out how to condense everything, but at the same time, it's just not worth it not having everything, because it decimated my trip.
It's safer when it's on you. I always find that as well. I try. Even I don't have all the medical gear that you need, but just not having a bag in general, right? It's just frustrating.
But as far as sorry.
No, go.
So as far as what I would normally bring, as far as kind of aids for packing, I would always bring sunglasses, either a noise canceling headphones or the noise reducing earplugs like Loop, a portable heavy blanket, or just one of those weighted hoodies. I think Comfort makes them. Yeah. Light blocking mask, and the roll-on aromatherapy sticks and a fidget.
I didn't realize you could get a hoodie as well. I have a blanket, but I didn't realize you could get a hoodie. And so I guess, would you wear them? You wear them on the plane, right? Because they're
Yeah,
quite
so
noisy.
I debated on bringing my weighted blanket because it's not huge, but at the same time, I get really hot on airplanes, and so putting it in my bag will make it overweight. But also I was trying to figure out an in between. I don't have the weighted hoodie yet. I've been debating on purchasing it, but I've heard so many good things. My son has a version of their hoodie, and since touching his and seeing his up close, I'm like, okay, maybe I might make the commitment to it. But you just wear it, and so I think it kind of helps. It helps with sensory sensitivities, especially with overwhelm and overstimulation. But also, you're not lugging around a giant blanket, especially if you're backpacking through Europe or something like that. You can just wear it.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think I might even get one. So what is one item you never travel without?
I mean, if I'm being funny, it would be my leg, my prosthetic.
Yeah.
But I would say the loop earplugs, because I get, because of my severe traumatic brain injury, I get overstimulated by noise especially.
Okay.
And so I'm always wearing the Loop Experience 2 Plus earplugs. And so they're great because you can take out the little inserts and you can just wear them to the airport. You can still hear people clearly. It just dulls the noise. It's not as bad.
Okay, I've never heard of them. So is Loop the brand, or Loop
Yeah.
is the... okay.
You can get them
just...
on Amazon or through their website, but they're great. I even use them at home, especially when all the kids are here. I'll just put them in, and then if I really don't want to hear them, I can put the insert in. It's just real quiet then.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna give it a try. So what are the benefits of using your Flight Ready travel kit?
So the Flight Ready travel kit, like I said, I had made through almost 10 years of experience with trying to figure out the systems that are in place to fly with access needs. And so this kind of puts everything all in one package. It tells you, how to book it with the airlines. You get the TSA Cares. It has a hidden disabilities lanyard information, which is the sunflower one that you kind of see when you're flying. And it helps indicate that you have a hidden disability. And most airport personnel know about that, especially over in abroad.
Yeah.
Our people over here in the US need more training. And then PRM Assist, which is another app where you can basically triple make sure that people will be there with your wheelchair assistance or anything that any kind of special assistance when you are flying. Because I've gotten stranded, I've basically been left at a gate. I had set it up for connecting gates, and then I had to run a mile to get to my connecting gate in Denver airport. And so by having this kit, you're kind of just not having to do the mental gymnastics of doing it every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like a really good kit. So can you just repeat your website for people so that they can click on and purchase this kit for themselves?
Okay, so my website is Phoenyx Travels, but Phoenix is spelled differently because it's my name. So it's PHOENYX TRAVELS.com, and then / Flight Ready Travel Kit with a dash in between each word. Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for coming on, Phoenix. It's lovely to catch up with you, and I can't wait to hear all about your experience in Tbex. Hopefully I'll get there. I'm hoping to get there.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining me on the Truly Expat Travel podcast. If you liked this episode and you found it valuable, then why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe so that you don't miss an episode moving forward. I've got some amazing guests and some fantastic destinations coming up. But if this is the episode and this is the destination that you really want to go to, then I suggest you head over to trulyexpattravel.com, where you'll find travel guides and deep dive into this sort of destination. If that's not what you want and you can't find an episode that is a destination you want to travel to, then head over and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because I'm pretty sure you'll find something there. In the meantime, safe travels, and I'll see you next week.